Praise God, praise God. This is part 2. I'm still talking about fulfilling your vow. That is better for you. In part 1, the word came from Ecclesiastes, chapter 5, from verse 4 to verse 5, when it says, when you make a vow to God, do not delay to pay it, for he has no pleasure in fools. Pay what you vowed, better not to vow than to vow and not to pay. That's where our message was coming from. It is better for you not to make a vow than to make a vow and not pay. And I want to give you an example of a person of a person who made a vow and they made sure that they fulfill their vow. We can read in First Samuel. We can read in First Samuel, chapter 1. First Samuel from chapter 1. First Samuel chapter 1. We go from verse 10. This is verse 10. Yes, and this is about Hannah. And she was in bitterness of sorrow and prayed to the Lord and wept in anguish. Then she made a vow and said, O Lord of hosts, if you will indeed look on the affliction of your maidservant and remember me and not forget your maidservant, but will give your maidservant a male child, then I will give him to the Lord all days of his life, and no razor shall come upon his head. This is Hannah making a vow to the Lord. She's praying, but she's making a vow to the Lord that if you give me a male child, I'm going to make sure that I give him to you. I give him to you. Then this is her making a vow. Now in verse 24, after she had got the child, it says, now when she had weaned him, she took him up with her with 3 bulls, 1 ephah of flour, and a skin of wine, and brought him to the house of the Lord in Shiloh. And the child was young. Then they slaughtered the bull and brought the child to Eli. And she said, O my Lord, as your soul lives, my Lord, I am the woman who stood by you here praying to the Lord. For this is the child I prayed, and the Lord has granted me my petitions, which I asked him. Therefore, I also have lent him to the Lord. As long as he lives, he shall be lent to the Lord. So they worship the Lord there. Hannah fulfilled her vow. She promised to give if God gives her a male child, she will give that male child to the Lord, for his glory. And she fulfilled her vow. Fulfill your vow. You pray to God to give you a child, that if he gives you a child, the child you dedicate him to the Lord, but you are dedicating the child to demons. Fulfill your vow. Don't forget to share.